This broadcast of the ASEAN Basketball League may not be reused in any way, shape, or form without an express written consent of the ABL.
Go right there, another block by Miguel.
Wide open is Regulus. Back-to-back triples for Mono Vampire.
Only 7 remaining. He makes his move. Young forces it up and in! CC hasn't made a shot before that.
Pretty good so far here in the first half.
Lie. Oh, everyone for the Black Bears finding the bottom of the net. Leaky with a big steal. Leaky for 3. That goes in. What a play! Tie with Singapore Slingers if they get a win. Both teams are actually coming off losses. Taipei Fubon, they lost to Singapore. Kuala Lumpur Dragons, they lost to Saigon Heat. Taipei played against Singapore at away, and Kuala Lumpur just played their home game last Friday.
Well, the Kuala Lumpur Dragons losing to the 10th place Saigon Heat. But let's have a look at the previous game. And for the Dragons, it was one to forget, but one to remember as well. Ching Cheng Hua, the only local with more than 5 points.
Yeah, it was a tough game for the Dragons despite the very small margin. And then you look at the 3-point field goals, only 3 for the Kuala Lumpur Dragons.
For the Fubon Braves, they were unlucky to lose to the Singapore Slingers in overtime. That's danger for the Dragons because the Dragons take on the Slingers in the Straits Cup starting this Friday and Sunday. And the Straits Cup is a trophy for bragging rights between Malaysia and Singapore. So one man who really needs to come into this game is agent number 0, Kwek Ten Yuen, the man they call Agent Zero.
Yeah, KL Dragons really need Kwek to step up in the last 2 against the Alab Pilipinas. He was superb with 16 points, 7 rebounds, 5.9 field goals. But in the previous game, 0 point for Kwek Ten Yuen. So Kwek Ten Yuen needs to get his rhythm to be able for the Kuala Lumpur Dragons to take a win in this game tonight.
Well, he's very much a confidence player and he needs to shoot the rock. So this is the Dragons right here.
Oh, these guys are very tough. They've made a change. They're import since we last played them, bringing in Maxi Esho, who I think grand final MVP from last year, so he's a fantastic addition to them. Yeah, look, very talented. OJ Mayo, Garcia, and really experienced, talented locals as well. So they've got a lot of depth. So yeah, we're going to have to be at our best, but we'll take a look with some confidence from beating them at their place on the road. But yeah, we're obviously going to be a lot better than we were last week.
All the best, Coach. Thank you very much.
That's Coach Jamie Pilbum, that man right there, Maxi Esho Mislan. He had 25 points in the previous game against Singapore. He's due for another big game.
Maxi Esho is dangerous, especially from the outside. You see this is a three-pointer, 5 out of 9 for Maxi Esho in the last game. 25 points, 3 rebounds and 5 assists. But his outside shooting really opens everything for the Fubon Braves.
And don't forget, he is an ABL champion with the CLS Knights last year. He can hit him fake, takes, makes the three-pointer right there. Maxi Esho, and one man, consistent Chuck, Charles Garcia, a double-double last weekend against Singapore, 25 points and 10 rebounds. He is so dangerous in the paint.
Yeah. Charles Garcia is a much more, is a threat inside the paint for the Fubon Braves. He played well in the last game despite the losses against the Singapore Slingers. So Fubon Braves will need Charles Garcia to attack the basket, attack the paint.
So let's now go over to the assistant coach of the Fubon Braves, who spent some time with us earlier, to tell us his thoughts about the game.
As our home court, great shooters. We'll just have to execute our game plan on both ends. Hopefully we'll come out a victory today.
Thank you, Jason. All the best tonight. Thank you. Thank you.
So there it is, both teams confident. There's the referees for today, Ms. Lan. They play a huge part. Mr. Kim from Korea, Mr. Budi from Indonesia, and Mr. Mok from Singapore. Like I said, these three gentlemen play an integral part, not just in this game, but every game. But you know what? It's all about being efficient and effective. And can these two bigs of the Dragons, one is considered a local, Simeon Lebichev, and Will Artino, the Italian-American, they've got to really pound it in the paint and protect the rim.
Yeah, Will Artino has been steady for them, and you see the marquee matchup for this game, Amabel versus OJ Mayo. Actually, Amabel a triple threat for the Cal Dragons, whereas OJ Mayo the top scorer for the Fubon Braves.
Well, 22.7 points per game this season. He's not the biggest guy on court. He's about 6'4", but very, very dangerous and very effective. Team captain Chai Wen-chen, number 14, and then number 24, Venti Hong, who is an ex-CBA player from China. A lot of basketball experience behind him, 34 years of age, so they'll be relying on his experience, probably be rotating between 1 and 2.
Yeah, Vin Hong and Chai is actually their playmaker, their point guard. They control the tempo for the Fubon Braves. As you see that Maxi Esho and OJ Mayo are the scorers, the point getter for the Fubon Braves.
Well, it's going to be an interesting one. Now, I mean, Ms. Lan, let's talk about the styles of basketball. The Dragons, they pride themselves on good defense, but to get them going, they need good offense. Coach Jamie Pillman always says to me, if my players are putting the ball in the cup, that fuels their confidence. But the Dragons have always preached, let's play defense. get the basketball going right here at MABA Stadium. The Fubon Braves from Chinese Taipei taking on the Kuala Lumpur Dragons. The pride of Malaysian basketball if you're an ABL fan, the ASEAN Basketball League. Simeon Lepichev, the man who's playing as a local Malaysian because he was born in Kuala Lumpur when his father was the national team coach, going up against the big man right there. Garcia, number 36, smiling. Let's see who's smiling at the end of this game. Ching Cheng Hua to inbound the ball. Lepichev holding it up. Hand off. Artino. Hand off again. Bell. Artino. Gotta watch that shot clock. Lost the ball. A quick in transition. Kick out. Esho fakes. Esho kicks. Back to Esho. He's looking for one man outside the perimeter. Chai. Venti for the long three. Couldn't quite hit it right there. Better transition by the Dragons. Bell crossover. Lepichev posting up.
Oh, turnover for Kuala Lumpur Dragons as Lepichev just couldn't handle the ball. Good defense by the Dragons actually as Lepichev is defending Maxi Esho, not getting the big shot by Maxi Esho.
Garcia, Chai, Esho. Just moving it around. OJ Mayo, yes! Got it! From the outside. Fubon, great start right here. Artino. Lepichev feeds it to Artino. Artino moving around and one! Gets the bucket and the bang! Will Artino!
What a full work by Will Artino once again. Fake the shot once, twice, up and under, and one free throw for Will Artino come up.
And what did I say about Will Artino carrying this team? He's carrying the Dragons. Converts the three-point play. Will Artino, 3-2. Sorry, 3-3, should I say. Check that. An outside shot from OJ Mayo there earlier to get the scoreboard up and running. Garcia, mismatch right there. Gotta adjust. Esho for the three. Maxi Esho hasn't found his range yet. Amir Bell almost lost it. Davis pull up. Lepichev rebound. And the putback once again. Simeon Lepichev.
Good hustle by Lepichev, getting that second chance, not giving up on his own shot.
Mayo posting up. Whoa, spin move there off the glass. Good rim protection and defense. Amir Bell, good release to Artino. He's gonna kick out. Ching Cheng Hua hesitant. Davis, they got time on the shot clock. Bell, Ching Cheng Hua fake. Hua for the deuce. In and out, tap. Davis fake. Davis takes. Davis fakes. Kane Davis from downtown.
Another great start for the KL Dragons as Davis able to hit his first shot and a turnover.
Davis attacks the rim with the layup. This is a positive start by the Kuala Lumpur Dragons.
Not a good start for the Fubon Braves. They lost their last two away games, and this is their third away game.
Garcia still Fubon ball, but this is great defense for the Dragons. If you're a Dragons fan, Mizlan, you'll be happy.
Here you see once again Will Artino, good hand there by, was it Davis? And there's a transition, a turnover on the Fubon end, an easy 2-point for the KL Dragons.
What a shot, the triple there by team captain Chai Woon-chun. He's got experience behind him. Artino once again. Travel. What do you think of that, Mislan?
I need to look at the instant replay once again. A good call by the referee. It was a shuffle feed by Will Artino.
Here's Chai. Davis staying with Chai. Screen there by Mayo. Chai attacks. Great defense by Artino. Davis. Lepichev. Davis pull up. Davis couldn't quite hit it. Tap by Ching Cheng Hua. That's very good. Lepichev, he wants to take the shot. Artino, foul.
A quick foul by the referee against Charles Garcia.
And this is where early frustration seeps in if you're the trailing team, because sometimes you feel those calls aren't going for you. That was a quick call by the referee.
And that is Garcia's second personal foul as he's being subbed out, replacing with Chen Wen-Ting.
Well, they need their bigs, the Fubon Braves. They're gonna stay tough, gotta stay courageous. Bell on the outside, a little bit of time. Bell for the long three. Got it! Basket is good. Ahmed Bell.
That is Kuala Lumpur Dragons' second three-pointer of the night. 2 out of 3 so far for the Kuala Lumpur Dragons.
Mayo, he can dance. Good steal there by Artino. Artino will drive to the 10 and scores! Will Artino. The defense is here for the Dragons at the moment. Mayo for the pull-up. Nothing. Well, not nothing going down. Shots not going down for Fubon at the moment. Bell, oh, couldn't get that. Too much ambitious right there. Will Esho make him pay? Esho drives the lane and one! Maxi Esho, the former Knight, now a Brave. Potential three-point play coming out.
Maxi Esho carrying the team for Fubon Brave. Good steal here by Will Artino. Able to pick OJ Mayo pocket and then straight away on the other end. As Maxi Esho trying to close the gap for the Fubon Brave.
Maxi Esho, his birthday is on the 28th of February. Not long from now, this crowd trying to put him off. Silences this crowd, and he told the crowd, keep quiet, Malaysia. That's the belief that he has. He's a confident player. He's a very nice guy, though, Maxi Esho. Lepichev feeds it to Artino, who lost the ball, and that came off Chai right there. Maxi Esho telling his players to calm things down.
And Maxi Esho being the experienced player, despite they couldn't get that possession, it's still a good effort by Fubon Brave defensively.
Bell, Artino spots up and knocks it down. Will Artino doing everything tonight thus far.
From the outside and the inside, Will Artino with a lead.
Lin again, thought about the shot. Wants to shoot it over Artino. He's quick, he drives, he gets it. Good move there. Joseph Lin, the economics student. Quite tight here, Bell. Thought about down the lane. Spin, what a move. Great pass there by Bell to Lepichev, who just loves the glass.
Yeah, Ahmed Bell saw the defense coming to him and saw Samuel Lepichev was open underneath. As Maxi Esho and an easy two-point able to.
And Maxi Esho singing to Simeon Lepichev, I put you on your back, I put you on your back. Lost the ball. To be fair, it looked like a Fubon ball, but referee says otherwise. 4 minutes and 6 seconds left, 7-point ball game. The first time out call by the KL Dragons. Very, very positive here, Mislan, for the home team right now. So no Chin Cheng Hua right now. He goes to the bench. Ting Chun Hong, number 27 for the Dragons, coming on. The man they call Mei Mei. And Agent Zero Quek still there. Oh no, he wasn't there earlier, so Lepachev off. So Quek coming in for Lepachev. Let's see if Quek can hit some shots today. He's not a bad shooter when he gets going. Ahmed Bell, screen by Artino, separation, basket! Ahmed Bell from outside the arc. He's shooting well tonight from the outside.
Yeah, good screen by Will Artino, creating that space that Ahmed Bell needed.
There's the big veteran right there, misses that shot. Will Artino, that was Chun Won Ting. Davis almost lost the ball. Still handling it quick to Artino. Artino with the hook and a hit right there. Will Artino, you are a joy to watch.
Yeah, what a shot by Will Artino. He's arsenal a lot of, he can do it from everywhere, Will Artino.
Lin, crossover, Lin, still got control, wide open, takes it, and falls way short. Bell's got time to grab it, start the play right here. He's thinking about starter step and trying to slice his defense. Artino drives the lane! Will Artino bossing his way in this game between the Kuala Lumpur Dragons and the Fubon Braves.
An easy 2-point for Will Artino, passing through three defenders of Fubon Braves. The defensive lab on the Fubon Braves part as they're taking out the timeout. 27 KL Dragons, 13 Fubon Braves. How many points? 14 points difference between the KL Dragons and Fubon Braves.
Well, I know that Coach Jamie Pillman has been working on that transition game this week. That was something they were very weak at against the Saigon Heat last Friday. Lin, oh, good steal there by Mei Mei. Mei Mei chasing the loose ball. Well done, Mei Mei. Held ball. Mei Mei hustling for it.
Joseph Lin too much on the dribble here. There's two defenders. Good job there by Mei Mei, able to steal, but Maxi keeping it alive for the Fubon Braves. As they have 11 seconds on the shot clock.
Gotta watch out for Chun Won Ting, number 76. He's a big unit, 6'10", 35 years of age. A veteran who played in the CBA in China. So making a change right here, bringing on number 7, Chang Kuo Wei. Very good shooter, Kuo Wei, number 7. Bell trying to play defense. Lin, he's very quick, floats it, can't sink it right there. Bell, another rebound by the point guard. He's quick, he's dynamic. Wants to attack. Artino spots up for the 3. Gets his own miss. Bell thought about the drive. Quick said, you ain't Agent Zero. Where you going, Agent? Maybe!
That was a tough angle for Quek Tianyuan, but Mei Mei saved the second chance for the Kuala Lumpur Dragons.
Lit from the outside the car park. Couldn't hit that one. Fubon not hitting shots at the moment. That looked like a foul, but it could have been a travel call as well. You never know with the referees.
The Fubon Braves struggling from the outside. 2 out of 7 from the 3-point lane.
So Will Artino going to the bench just to get a bit of a breather.
An offensive rebound, 7 for the Dragons.
Lepichev had 11 points against Saigon last Friday. Davis, he's quick. Gotta watch the shot clock. Davis, step back, way off. That's what I said. He was fouled. But the referee said no legal guarding position. He was in the frame.
Yeah, Ken Davy just couldn't shake off Maxi Esho. Good defense by Maxi Esho. As we have a wedgie here in the ASEAN Basketball League.
So 1:39 to go.
It says still Kuala Lumpur Dragons possession 3.20. They will set the clock.
Well, they're looking at it right now, the game commissioners, or game commissioner, should I say.
Yeah, 14 seconds.
Dragons ball. Still, now Will Artino back on court. Lepichev, May. Rebound by Esho, but courageous of May to take on the bigger Maxi Esho. Big mismatch right there. Esho's about 6'8", 6'9" versus May, who's about 6'4", 6'3".
Unnecessary foul there by May. The Dragons are lucky they are not in foul trouble. Only 2 team fouls for the Kuala Lumpur Dragons in this first quarter.
Esho, he can handle the ball well for a big man. Mayo, and he'll get 2 shots. OJ Mayo.
Smart play by OJ Mayo. He's feeling the contact by May and straight away went up for the shot. 2 points or 2 free throws, should I say, coming up for OJ Mayo.
A big shout out to OJ Mayo's mother, Alicia Mayo. How are you, Miss Mayo? Pleased to meet you. Ben and Mislan from Astro Arena, the commentators for tonight, saying hello on behalf of everybody here associated with the Kuala Lumpur Dragons, the ASEAN Basketball League, and the Fubon Braves. It's all about family. OJ Mayo, the former University of South California student, the Trojans. He's got a very, very impressive basketball CV. He's played for a number of NBA teams. Hits the pair of free throws right there. And the Braves only trailing by 14 points. May sound like a lot, but the Dragons do not want to get complacent. Ching Cheng Hua kicks out. Bell should have pulled up. Mayo with the steal. Mayo drives and over Artino. Got it. No hesitation in the shot. Got to take the shot.
Yeah, good defense here by OJ Mayo, able to read the passing lane, an easy transition point for OJ Mayo. His 7 personal points.
Dragons will have the lead going into the first break. Bell, pull up. Oh, what a foul shot right there. He just slightly faded away a bit and fired it to get the bucket under pressure. Good toughness there by Amir Bell, and Dragons get the ball. Got to protect the ball better if you're the Fubon team. That's something they've got to work on, the adjustment they've got to make in the second quarter. Bell, can he get another basket? He's thinking about it. 5 seconds left. Lepichev, oh, fouled on the 3-point line. Was it in the act of shooting though? The referees are going to deliberate.
No, I don't think so. I mean, they're talking about it. Fubon Brave coach Hugh Chi complaining about the ball.
It's a 50-50 call. In my opinion, it's a 50-50 call. I wouldn't be surprised if he gave the 3 shots.
No free throws.
No free throws.
So good call by the ref on that no free throws. So
I like that call. It's a good call. But it could have gone the other way. Don't you think?
Nah, I don't think so.
You never know with these refs. It's like, just agree with me for once, God, man. Come on, man. You're my friend. Agree to disagree. Catch and shoot coming up right here. Wow. He was aiming for the glass. And at the end of the first quarter, right here at MABA Stadium in Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur, it is the home team, the Kuala Lumpur Dragons, who lead over the Fubon Braves, 31 points to 17. Had 3 assists as well, so this is going to be interesting here for the Fubon Braves. They've got an offensive weapon back on court. OJ Mayo couldn't finish right there at the rim. Bell trying to thaw the opponent with his speed. May Artino mismatch right there. Esho coming in to help. Couldn't get it. Good defense there by Fubon. Here comes Esho down the middle where he's dangerous. Crossover, Esho. Good defense continuation, says the referee.
Yeah, Maxi Esho trying to get over 3 KL Dragons player.
And Lepichev off the glass there. Simple stop, Mr. Simple Simeon. Simple basket, that's what the Dragons need from him.
Yeah, efficient and effective. Simeon Lepichev and Will Artino for the Kuala Lumpur Dragons. We talk about it, Ben.
Garcia will get 2 shots.
Another tough shot for the Fubon Braves. Garcia pressuring Kuala Lumpur Dragons. And it was Ting Chung Han with his 3rd personal foul.
And this is Charles Garcia, 31 years of age, 6'10". Ting Chun Hong going to the bench for the Dragons. Charles Garcia from California. He played for the Austin Spurs in the G League. Makes 1. A big shout out to his daughter Sophia and his wife RP Garcia back at home. Your dad and your husband respectively misses you very much. Makes 1 out of 2, Mr. Garcia. Martino having a good game as usual. He's been the Dragons' best player this season. Davis, bounce pass, Brandon Fubon trapping, almost a travel there. Miguel with the ball, it's a bit scrappy. Ching Cheng-Hua needs to kick out. Swing, but fires the three.
A much better defense by the Fubon Braves. You've seen three defenders of the Fubon Braves not giving Cal Dragons an easy shot inside the paint.
They're playing better defense and tightening up their defense. Garcia posting up, Artino. Oh, what a block right there by Lepichev. 2 shots for Garcia.
Good spin move here by Garcia, but good help there by Lepichev, not giving Garcia an easy 2 points. He split his free throws previously.
Martino complaining to the refs. But Kwek Tenyuan, Agent Zero, about to come back on for the Dragons. Garcia, like we said earlier, with 2 fouls. Just give him a bit more time. You got to body up on Garcia. Big player, strong player. Hits the pair of free throws right there to make this a 30-point ball game. Simeon Lepichev, they don't want him to get into foul trouble early.
Lepichev with 2 personal fouls. That's Kwek Tenyuan coming in for him.
Kwek, got to protect that ball, handoff. Ching Cheng-Hua thought about the trade. Artino.
The Dragons are smart. You see they sending the ball to Wheeler Artino. As Garcia needs to be careful, he picked up his 3rd personal foul. So they're purposely giving the ball to Artino, attacking.
Well, that's a smart move. I do agree with him, Islan. You know what? When you see the body up of Garcia and Artino, suck him in. Get him in foul trouble. I mean, if he's out of the game, that is a huge advantage to the Dragons.
So Fubon Brave teammates are trying to have Garcia not to get into foul trouble.
10 on the shot clock. Screen by Artino. Bell drives. Oh, Bell splits the Fubon D.
The Messi Asia was guarding Will Artino and he had to switch. Bell attacking, realizing that Garcia with deep personal foul.
Mayo with Ching Cheng-Hua trying to stay with him. Hands up. Gets his own miss. Tap. Artino, Bell. Davis open. Davis, pull up. Hit the 3-shot. Yes! Knocks it down. K. Davis from downtown.
Second 3-pointer for Kate Davis with 8 points, already telling his previous points. Kate Davis answering for Kuala Lumpur Dragons.
Davis, here he goes down the lane. Oh, and an almost and one.
Not only offensively, but Kate Davis, second steal for Kate Davis tonight. Almost an easy 2 points. Smart move there by Kate Davis, getting the contact. And 2 free throws coming up for Kate Davis. A little bit frustrating for him, just couldn't convert the 2 points.
A lot of the work that the KL Dragons social media team is doing on Instagram and Facebook and the good work that the ABL team does on the Instagram and Facebook as well. But it's early days yet. Kate Davis.
Yeah, I mean, look at the score. 19, maybe 20 points different, but they're still early. Only not even 3 minutes passed through in the second quarter.
Well, the Dragons, I've always said this in every game that we commentate, Mizlan, complacency. Somehow the Dragons get really complacent when they're up by a lot of points. We saw that against Mono Vampire twice this season, and they lost both games. So they don't want that to happen again. Amir Bell, almost a steal, but they got it back, kick out, swing. What about the long three? Takes it, hits the tin. Artino with the rebound. A lot more locals here for Fubon. Davis jabbing, screened by Amir Bell, gets him some separation for Kate Davis. Davis, Esho trying to stay with him. Artino, spin. Oh, ball rims out. So close. Garcia, Chai's a decent shooter. You don't want to give him an open look. Chai looked like a travel. It looked like a travel.
It's not a travel. A good move by Chai. Able to bring Kwek Tianyuan to the dance. And an N1 play here once again. Nice spin move. Just a slight of contact there. But the ref is going to give him one free throw.
He's according to my research, Chai Wen-Chin, the team captain, he didn't play Division I college ball back in Chinese Taipei. That's why he's very, very popular. 34 years of age, 6'2", still going very strong. Davis with the rebound, couldn't convert the three-point play. Davis, Bell. Quake's got to set that screen. Artino, Esho on Artino. Gets his own miss, and one! He gets the hoop and the harm. That's why they call him Iron Will.
You see, Iron Wing dancing, spinning, and moving. Despite the first shot, he missed his first shot. And once again, what a move split in the deep between Esho and Garcia, able to get a second chance. And one free throw coming up next for Will Artino.
Will Artino, he's Italian-American. He's engaged to his very, very beautiful fiancée, Carissa, who teaches English online while she's in Malaysia. Very nice couple. We wish them all the very best in their quest to get married and live the picket fences life. Before there, we go to the basketball where Will makes his living.
So it was Garcia, fourth personal foul only in second quarter, Ben. So
couldn't hit it right there. Chai, Davis trying to stay with Chai, the veteran, against the import veteran. That's drive over, tap. Esho from the wing. Esho fires it right there. The bang moment. They needed that, the Fubon Braves. Much needed production by Maxi Esho. Steal by Esho, but Artino gets it back. Well done. Quek thought about the pull-up. Ching Cheng Hua. Quek, spin and one. Asian 0.
Fubon Braves scrambling on the defense. Maxi Esho trying to get the steal. And we've seen a few of Fubon Braves players already running for the transition offense. Once again, nobody is defending Kwek Tianyuan. It's a little bit too late for Van Hung.
But that was a good pass there by Ching Cheng Hua. And that's something they're trying to improve him and groom him to be more aware of how to play the point guard role. Converts the three-point play. Kwek Tianyuan, 19-point lead here for the Dragons. Here's Venti Hong, another veteran, 24. One take, handoff, Lin floats it again. Tap, Bell. He's got options. Davis attacks the 10 and scores! Kate Davis confidence is growing in this game.
Oh, that second 3-point of the night for Maxi Esho. Maxi Esho coming in for the Fubon Braves fan.
He silences this crowd. Maxi Esho, the UMass grad. Artino, and one.
Oh, doesn't count.
Doesn't count. Check that, because the referee said it does not count.
Yeah, it doesn't count. He blew the whistle earlier. Have you seen here? Straight away the hitter. Good call by the referee. It was not called, not a continuation.
I don't know about that call, Mislan. Seriously, no disrespect. Kate Davis there attacks.
Yeah, good back screen there by Will Artino. I have to agree with the referee. But then Will Artino is going to take 2 free throws as Fubon Braves already over the foul limit. 5 team foul for the Fubon Braves.
Will Artino, the ex-Formosa Dreamer. He quite likes Malaysia. He was the MABA International Invitation MVP last year. He's still not consistent from the charity stripe. He's played basketball in Estonia, Denmark, Bahrain, Chinese Taipei, Romania, and also, the tip there.
Good play by Fubon Braves, not a goaltending. This is FIBA, I have to remind you. An offensive foul by Chen Wang Ting. A little bit too much moving screen.
So the foul count racking up a little bit. Lepichev on 2. Ting Chun Hong on 3. Garcia on 4. Artino fades and fires. Couldn't hit it right there. Esho, he's on fire at the moment, scoring line. Esho for another 3. Dragons gonna be a bit tighter when grabbing those rebounds. Bell. He tries to hustle, he tries to fight it out with Maxi Esho. Lin. He tries to steal. Ching Chang Hua went up for the steal on Joseph Lin, and that was quite sneaky. He tried to pickpocket that one.
Yeah,
look at this.
Yeah. Joseph Lim able to read that one. So a little bit too aggressive there, Ching Chang Hua. I like his aggressiveness there, especially on the previous play where driving, not afraid of the challenge by Maxi Esho.
So Maxi Esho goes to the bench. Woo Hong Sing, number 16, 6'6", 30 years of age, on court for Fubon. Lin, good screen there. Steal. Again, another turnover by the Fubon Braves. Ball protection is a challenge for this away team today. Bell, Quang, who wants to take the shot. Artino. There's a mismatch right here. Artino off the glass. Tap, Artino. As always, there to clean it up. Will Artino.
Yeah, Ching Chang Hua was there to give the ball to Will Artino.
Davis didn't realize where his spatial awareness right there. He was trying to talk to the coach to get instructions, and he just lost sight there.
Yeah, I was about to say another turnover by Fubon Braves that Davis didn't see the ball, hit his back and couldn't catch it, couldn't control the ball. Still in Fubon Braves possession with 13 seconds left on the shot clock.
Inbound here by Menti Hong. One thing, kick out. Hong. Four-way shot, Lepichev. Good steal there by Hong, but couldn't Hong hang on to it. Amir Bell will get the ball back, but Lepichev will decide to inbound this one. Coach Jamie Pillman, I'm sure he's happy about the adjustments that the Dragons have made, especially in defense, but still a long way to go. Davis out. Back tap. Bell. Oh, good hands by the Dragons. Quick. Davis for the tray. Yes! Got it! Basket is good!
You see the ball movement of the KL Dragons as Quack able to find Davies. Previously, even though they couldn't convert the ball, they didn't give up on the possession as we have a foul on the floor on KL Dragons. The holding foul. And KL Dragons already over the team limit. 2 free throws for OJ Mayo. So as I was saying, KL Dragons has been superb on the offensive set play. Never give up, didn't hesitate, and keep playing all night long.
That's what the Dragons need to do. You know what? I mean, this scoreboard may seem friendly, but it's not to the Dragons fans because they know that the Dragons sometimes can collapse. I'm not trying to be negative, but it's just, you know what? If you look at the comments on Facebook all the time by the Dragons fans, Dragons fans are frustrated at the moment with the lack of consistency from this team, but it's not easy. Mayo makes 1 out of 2. The former Buck and Grizzly and Maverick NBA teams I'm talking about. So here we go once again with over 2 minutes to go before halftime. Artino has had a stellar game thus far, but the Dragons need to learn to get other players in it. Bell. May, yes! Fires that one and hits it with venom and spice.
So there's KL Dragons 7 3-pointer of the night. As May find his rhythm from the outside.
You know what it is, Mizlan? The Dragons are playing with desperation. They desperately want to win. They desperately want to go into this Friday's game with confidence against their rivals. Esho on court. Mayo for the 3. Tap. Well done, Quick. Good rebound. Bell handling it well. Davis trying to beat Mayo, trying to beat 2, and he will go to the charity stripe for 2 shots. K. Davis.
A good play by Davis, able to beat OJ Mayo. As Chai has to have Mayo challenging Davis on that layup.
K. Davis, super nice guy. His wife, Mara, and his daughter, Zara, in town to support her husband and dad. He wants to be a coach after he stopped playing basketball. A graduate of the University of Oklahoma. And he'll go up against his very, very good friend this Friday and Sunday, Xavier Alexander. One out of 2. Mayo, good bounce pass. Esho thought about the step back. Esho for the tray. Quick. Oh, no foul there, but Bell gets the ball back. He uses his speed to beat 2. Bell, great pass. Davis, another 3. Couldn't hit it, air ball. Bell tried to get the rebound. Good dish, Mayo. Good dish there by Chuck Wei, number 7.
Good transition defense by the Fubon Braves. Transition offense, and they get an easy 2-point.
Dragons want to keep pounding and firing. Inside. Artino off the glass. Yes! Will Artino. That's one of his great attacking threats there. When he sees that separation and confidence, he'll attack the glass. Fake. Bit slow though, the bump there. That's a travel? Yes, call. I got that right.
Chen Wang team trying to get a much better shot, but good defense by Will Artino, not giving any space for Chen.
So the Dragons trying to rest a few players at the moment. May spins, just trying to hold on to it, trying to burn some time. Try to get it to one of their locals, in my opinion. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Bell screen. Bell fades and fires! Bell!
Tough shot for Bell. but he finds the net.
Mayo. Fake. Thought about the shot. There it is. Couldn't hit it. And that's the end of the first half. A very solid performance by the home team. The Kuala Lumpur Dragons outscoring the Fubon Braves 31 points to 17. Hello everyone and welcome back to MABA Stadium. Right now it is halftime. The score is the home team in front. Kuala Lumpur Dragons 59, Fubon Braves 31. You're with me, Ben Ibrahim and Mislan El Azam. Let's have a look at the highlights here. Mislan, surprisingly the Dragons, well not surprisingly but surprisingly as well, they played some great defense which led to some very good consistent offense.
You have to credit Will Artino with 20 points in the first half. The Dragons has been sharp and been tight, especially on the offensive, and they never give up on their play. Second chance point, 17 points of second chance points, 13 offensive rebounds for the Kuala Lumpur Dragons.
And the KL Dragons really like the steal right there by Artino, and leads to the bucket right there. Like I said, good defense to a strong offense. Artino from the outside.
Yeah, that's the only three-point shot by Will Artino. Here we see Fubon Braves, Joseph Lin trying to give a little something for the Fubon Braves, but they are not playing as good as a team. You see another defensive lapse. This time, Simeon Lepichev with an easy 2-point, a 3-point shot. 7 out of 13 3-point shot falling for the KL Dragons. Will Artino here once again. This was a tough shot, but not for Will Artino. An easy 2-point. Another big and roll between Army Bell and Will Artino.
Well, you know what? The Dragons are positive at the moment, and Kwek hitting or trying to go for a shot right there, but Mei picking up the trash and cleaning the mess up for his colleague right there. And then, but sloppy a little bit here. OJ Mayo with the steal and drives to the tin with the finish.
Yeah, you cannot underestimate Fubon Brave. They can play. They were the champion of the Taiwan Super League. But then KL Dragons just keep firing, and then offensively they were smart. They execute the game plan, attacking, penetrating the paint. 32 points in the paint for the KL Dragons.
And then spot up right there by Kay Davis to knock it down from three-point land. Coach Jamie Pillman happy. And why wouldn't he? Because they're just all over it. But Maxi Esho, he's the bright spot for the Braves.
Maxi Esho not feeling that much. Only 11 points in the first half for Maxi Esho. He tried to get a comeback for the Fubon Braves. Hit 2 3-pointers, but that's not enough. Good screen there by Will Artino. Will Artino not only getting shot for himself, but also creating shots for his teammate.
Artino there once again. Quick with the fake. To the kick to Davis from the wing. And he's been shooting well, isn't he, Kate Davis?
The Davis has been stellar for the night. 13 points for him. Convert half of his 3-point shot. 3 out of 6 for Kate Davis.
And there's nothing stopping Iron Will. We just laugh and look at how good he is. But he's amazing. And Ahmed Bell with the fade away right there to hit the shot. He's playing with confidence, uninjured. But let's have a look at the numbers, Mislan. Break it down for us.
Yeah, the field goal percentage, 53% for the Dragons. Only 32 for the Fubon Braves. The free throws, they are much more for the Fubon Braves, 7. But then the turnover, 7 out of 4. And the rebounds, the Dragons out-rebounded Fubon Braves 34 to 14. The assists, 11 to 5. The steals, 5 steals for the Kuala Lumpur Dragons to 2 Fubon Braves.
Well, turnovers, that's where they have to improve, the Fubon Braves. And 70% from the charity stripe as compared to the Dragons, who are not even half. So those are the numbers at the moment. Davis to inbound. Here we go. Third quarter underway right here at MABA Stadium. A healthy lead for the Dragons, but nothing a foregone conclusion just yet. Swing. Bell. Swing. Davis fake. Davis on the drive. Back to the perimeter. Artino. Davis got to go for the 3. Yes! Fires it and hits it. Bang!
16 personal foul for Davis as he hit his first a three-pointer of the night.
He's playing with a point to prove. Esho got a body up on him. Garcia in foul trouble. Thought about the three, goes for it. Ooh, couldn't quite make it right there. Really, really nice guy. Charles Garcia. Spoke to him before the game. Very respectful gentleman. Bell kicks out. Davis for another three. Back to back. 3-pointers. K. Davis. He's hot from downtown.
What can I say, man? You said it all. Back-to-back three-pointer. He's hot from downtown. 19 points.
Lin. He needs some magic. Some floater magic. Mayo. Great ball control up. And gets the basket to stop this Dragons run. But the Dragons just want to keep pounding. The Fubon Braves look very deflated at the moment. They want to put the psychological hammer down the Dragons. Wah thought about the long three. Deflection, Artino. Good cut by Wah. Wah underneath the cup. Ching, Cheng, Wah!
I thought that was a travel, but Chin Cheng Wah couldn't grab the ball properly. But he still has his footing, able to recover. Easy 2 point.
Esho. He will drive for the driving basket off the glass. Maxi Esho. He's having a good game, but he needs more from his teammates. Esho with 13 points. Davis back to Bell. Good screen by Lepichev. Ching Cheng Wah. Lepichev for the two. Gets it. Sneaks it. The hometown rattle and bounce to go in and drop.
Yeah, the kind of night for the Dragons. Everything falling for the Dragons. And also this guy, OJ Mayo, finally able to find his rhythm.
Trying to keep them in the game. It's not a foregone conclusion. They've got the tools, they've got the players. They just need a bit more of the belief, the Fubon Braves at the moment. Dragons outside the perimeter, Artino, Ching Cheng Wah, perfect spot up. Ching Cheng Wah, Artino gets the putback right there.
Yeah, good play by the Dragons, realizing that Fubon Braves playing zone defense a couple of times already. Ching Cheng Wah.
Esho thought about the step back. There it is. Is he fouled? No. I thought that was a foul, to be fair. To be very fair, I thought that was a foul.
And then a technical foul to Maxi Esho for complaining. He has all the rights to complain.
Why are they giving him a technical? I mean, you can't agree with everything the referee says. I mean, that's basketball. Dragons trying not to get Fubon to light up. Amir Bell will go to the charity stripe. The technical earlier called on Maxi Esho, and he's still complaining about it.
I will be complaining too, Ben. You're not playing that well. You got hit, there's no call.
Amir Bell bricks that one, so Maxi Esho will feel not so bad. But the Dragons got the ball. Spin. Great pass. Oh, Artino down the lane. Oh, and then almost and one. Will Artino, Iron Will. That's a great cut there and just attacked the cup.
Yeah, good pass by Chen Hua. Realizing that Will Artino cutting to the basket, no one is stopping him. A little bit the defensive scheme of the Fubon Braves wasn't executed perfectly.
The Dragons need to improve from the charity stripe if they want to be consistent in their game. Amir Bell missed one earlier. Will Artino just missed a pair. They don't want those kind of moments to come back and haunt them, the Dragons. O.J. Mayo foul.
See Ching Cheng Hua trying to defend O.J. Mayo from getting the ball. They have defense. But Will Artino, a little bit of contact.
Lin with the three. Esho and ball came off Artino. The two big men. Imagine having Will Artino and Maxi Esho on your team. That would be a cool team, man. Esho. Lin. Esho from the corner. Esho. Ball came off Ching Cheng. No, looked like it came off Ching Cheng. Oh.
Now good call by the referee. Came off Chai Wen Chen.
In real time, looked like it came off Hua, but you're the analyst, so you're the expert, so it's okay. I believe in my expert.
Yeah, I agree with the referee 90% of the time.
That's a big statement, Mr. Mizlan. Bell, Lepichev, Davis. What about the long three? Needs some penetration. There it is. Artino from the elbow. Artino kicks out. Bell drives down lane. No, that's going to be Dragons' ball. He was looking to sell the foul there. Amir Bell.
Yeah, good defense here by Garcia. Standing stall. The Dragons need to move the ball better. They are stalling right now offensively.
Lepechev couldn't get the guard. Lin, Artino trying to chase him down. Artino couldn't get the very quick mobile Joseph Lin. Dragons need to get some production going. They've had some opportunities. They've missed shots, missed free throws. Moving it around the perimeter. There it is on the baseline. Artino. Gotta watch the hook. Dragons cold in the offense at the moment. Can Fubon take advantage? Coming up to the 5-minute mark of the third quarter. Garcia looking to feed to Esho. Garcia with the fake. Garcia! And he will go to the charity stripe. Charles Garcia.
And an easy layup. Good help there by Lepichev. Garcia needs this in order for him to get going. He's been playing with a foul trouble. 4 personal foul for Garcia.
Garcia played for the Hinebra Kings in the PBA. Played for Bank of Taiwan, and this is his second year with the Fubon Braves. Last year when he played for them in 2019, they won the championship in Chinese Taipei. So he likes, I spoke to him, he said he likes Fubon. He likes this team, gets the pair of free throws to make this a 30-point ball game. Oh, careless Lin. Esho! No foul. Oh, yes, foul.
What a defense by the Dragons. Fubon Braves, what a way. They had the chances to close the gap. As you see, overpass by Lepichev. Standing tall, Maxi Esho trying to get the ball. There's no fall. And the Dragons are able to get the ball back. Almost a turnover there, man.
They're trying to neutralize Amir Bell. I mean, Lin is trying to put some pressure on him. Lin's quite quick. Artino with the screen. Bell, he's in trouble. He needs to kick out. Travel call.
Yeah, good call by the referee.
Yeah, very good call. That you and I agree.
It's kind of obvious. Amir Bell just couldn't find anyone outside the perimeter. Good defense by O.J. Mayo, and the help defense by Maxi Esho, forcing Bell with a turnover.
Coach Jamie Pullman telling his team to communicate better. Mayo from the perimeter. Mayo! Bell with the rebound. There it is. Joseph Lin trying to stay. His brother Jeremy Davis for the three. Garcia keeps it in. Mayo. They've got Mayo from the corner. Chai. Yes! Hits it from the deep corner. This is much better. This is Fubon's best quarter. They're pressing right now. That's a good move by the Fubon Braves.
And an 8-second violation on the clock. Good call by the referee. The shot clock showing 14 seconds. So the Dragons calling a timeout. Jamie Pullman. Good defense by Fubon Braves.
Ting Chun Hong, aka Mei Mei, and Lepichev on court right now. OJ Mayo, Joseph Lin, Charles Garcia, Maxi Esho, and their team captain, Chai Wood Chen. Garcia, Mayo, almost lost the ball. Lin, Artino just says there was a foul right there. Says keep going, get on with it, guys. Crossover Bell. Bell, tap, Davis, Bell, thinking about the three. Lepichev kicks out, bit of a heavy pass. Gotta watch the shot clock, screen. Artino will attack. Artino! He was trying to get, he was thinking about Garcia in foul trouble. If Garcia committed the foul, he would have been fouled out of the game. 29-point lead. Esho, Mei trying to stay with the bigger Esho, double team. Good dish. Lin. One-on-one with Bell. Height screen there, clobbered. Mayo shoots in and out. OJ Mayo has been inconsistent, but you can't blame him. He's really trying to get his team back into this game. Davis loses Mayo. Davis. Bell. Davis, Mei from the corner, wide open, knocks it down. Ting Chun Hong.
The overplay by the Fubon Braves, leaving Ting Chun Hong wide open on that short corner.
Chai, foul. There was a bit of contact there in the hips, so blocking foul. Yeah, that's a good call by the ref. I saw the contact there, hip to hip. Yeah, I agree. I can agree too, Mr. Misner.
You can hear Will Artino complaining at the back. Asking, where's my fault?
Garcia. Bell just slowing it down because they're reaching the 2-minute mark. The last 2 minutes of this third quarter. Artino thought he was fouled. And Nicholas Tem coming on court right now for the Dragons. This is great to see in terms of local development. Nick Tem, a young player, number 7, more of a point guard, but he can shoot the rock. And got the groove. Bell with the one-handed shot. Gets his own miss. May for another wide open shot. Artino gets the rebound. Artino, no. He's trying to draw Garcia into it. Mayo bounce pass. Chai for the reverse. Ting. Good hustle by May. Bell goes over. Fake. Oh, Bell right there. Oh, who wants it? Loose ball. Elbow right there. Almost a loose ball. Scrappy out there.
Will Artino, he needs to focus on scoring more instead of getting the ball, and he shouldn't force the shot. He's trying to get a contact. He got the contact, but the referee knows that Garcia is on for personal foul, so they're not going to blow the whistle easily.
Just focus on the game, but they are listening to instructions from the coach, to be fair. And we heard Coach Jamie Pullen say, try to get him out of the game before the start of the third. Fake, Chai, good cut, foot on the line. Sharp eyes by the referee, foot on the line there by Ling Mong Xie.
Another unforced turnover by the Fubon Braves. 32 points difference.
Still not a foregone conclusion. Bell, he's played the quarterback role well. Mayo gonna try to put some pressure on him. He's a great ball handler, quick. Nick Tem asking for the ball, handoff. Screen, high screen. Nick Tem for the three. Hits the tin. Lepachev back tap. Bell. Quick. Waits, takes, makes. Asian 0. He doesn't like the number 0. He likes points.
Greg put on the line, so only 2 points for the KL Dragons.
Chai, good defense there by Quek. The Dragons bring out the defensive armor. Nick Tem, good pass. With the deuce!
Transition offense. 7 seconds or less for the KL Dragons.
4 to 3, they need it. Bang! That's what they're talking about. They need that. Bell, Nick Tem, fake. Nick Tem shoots. Nick Tem with the basket! Say hello, Nicholas Tem!
83 points for the KL Dragons. We are not even finished the game yet. Only the end of the third quarter. Nick Tam with an assist and with a 3-point shot for the KL Dragons.
This is a good test for the Dragons. More role players. Weck should take the shot. Xing Chenghua hesitant. Bell. Nick wants the ball. Weck from the elbow knocks that shot down to get the deuce. Weck playing with more confidence tonight. Benny Sim on screen. Weck Tuan with 7 points. He had 0 against the Saigon Heat. Mayo for the 3. Nick Tem now. He's got the ball. Nicholas Tem. Great pass. Bell. Lepachev. Good. Oh, too much mustard on that one by Sim Lepachev to a wide open Nick Tem in the deep corner.
Yeah, Tem wasn't ready for that pass. He thought that Lepachev was trying to get the ball to Quack.
So here comes Lin. The brother Jeremy, probably watching. If you're watching Jeremy Lin, playing basketball in China now. Thank you for everything you've done for our game. Mayo, swing, Chai, Esho from the baseline. Esho throws it down. Maxi Esho.
Such a furious reverse stamp from Esho. Lepachev a little bit too late there. And a turnover.
Another turnover by the Dragons. They try to get it to that corner right there. They're rushing it, in my opinion, Mizlan.
Yeah, miscommunication between Kek Chen Yuan and Nick Tam. A little bit too much on the passes on the left for Quack.
Lin, Nick Tam trying to stay with him. Dragons got to play better defense and protect that ball. They don't want a high number of stats in the turnovers column after the end of this game. Good. Mayo spin. Mayo! Oh, couldn't finish right there. Unlucky. Lepachev counting his lucky stars. Bell. Tem wants the ball. Bell saying, calm down. We've got a lot of time left in this one, guys. Fubon spacing the floor. Lepachev tried to get the separation. Bell with the pull-up. Good job, Quick. Oh, lost the ball, and that's Fubon ball. Good call, ref.
Another offensive rebounds for the Kel Dragons. Good hustle there by OJ Mayo.
Very good players. Esho, Garcia, Mayo, and their locals are good as well. Have been around the scene a long time. I mean, for them, it's just like didn't bring their A game in the first quarter. Made some turnovers, made some mistakes, and Dragons shot quite well and attacked the tin. So and they just kept pounding at it. Good for the Dragons, but Fubon, they're a good team. Lin, oh, foul there. 2 shots for Mr. Joseph Lin.
Lepachev, the defensive force for the Dragons. It's like contact there as Lepachev pick up his 4th personal foul.
So this is Joseph Lin, the man who looks like a rock star. He studied at Hamilton College in New York, a Division III school. He's an economics student. When I asked him about what he wants to do in terms of life after basketball, he said he's still not sure. He's loving the basketball journey at the moment. 1 out of 2 to bring the Fubon Braves to 50 points, half a century. 35-point difference. KL Dragons outscored the Braves 24 points to 16 in the third quarter. A lot of time left in this one. And won't be much longer till Coach Jamie Pullman brings back on Will Artino. Screen by Lepichev. Bell showing hard there. Chai, Tam, air ball. That's the very Malaysian basketball. Love to shoot. Here they are in transition. Esho, he's dangerous. Esho for the shot. Esho with the basket. Like I said, good run here by Fubon. Coach Jamie Pullman needs iron will. Feed. Lepichev underneath the cup and scores for the 2 points. Mr. Simeon. Esho almost lost the ball. Lin, Big Tem trying to play defense. Bump there, and Wei Long now. Tan Wei Long on court for the Dragons. So it looks like Coach Jamie Pullman trying to use as many of his, I don't like these 2 words, but second stringers as much as he can, because it's a big week. The Straits Cup on Friday, game 1, and game 2 on Sunday, right here at MABA Stadium. Both games on Astro Arena. Lin, he scores from underneath the basket this time, taking the lead out of Lepichev's book. Bell, high screen by Lepichev. They are not buying into it. Bell, Shifai, Wei Long, Tem, Bell. Bell attacks and he's fouled. Still no Garcia. Islan.
Yeah, I think Garcia is finished. It's too much for the Fubon Braves to get back into this game. And I don't think we're going to see Will Artino back in the game, and also Ken Davis. As you said earlier, Ben, Coach Jamie Pullman might want to rest them because they still have a lot of games going.
High arcing shot by Amir Bell. That's a safe technique to get the basket. The Dragons want to reach 100. That would give them some confidence. 2 out of 2 for Amir Bell, the Ivy League graduate. Political economy is what his degree was in. Very smart guy, Amir Bell. Doesn't say much, but he's a nice guy too. Very young. Trying to make the steal there, Amir Bell on Joseph Lin. Hook, tried to go for the hook there. Woo Hong Sing. Shots just couldn't go down. Crossover. Great pass. Wei Long. Couldn't get Shifai. Oh, good defense by Esho. Very, very good defense. That's the hesitation in some of the locals game with some of the Malaysian players, Mislan. That's a confidence thing. They just need to work on that. Easier said than done, though.
Yeah, Shifai hasn't seen any action. Few games already. Didn't play in the last game. Coach decision.
Hook shot. Wei Long. No! Couldn't get it. That's called rustiness. He doesn't play much, Wei Long. Played last year. Esho! Couldn't hit it.
And the air
misfires.
Maxi Esho, that kind of 9 for Maxi Esho. Only 70 points, but didn't actually tell how he struggled off the 9 for Maxi Esho. 7 out of 16. 2 out of 6 for Maxi Esho as he goes to the bench. I might be a little bit too premature to say this, Ben, but I think KL Dragons got this in the bag.
Well, you said the KL Dragons would win by 20 points in the last game.
And I was wrong.
Yes, you were. Lepichev, Bell, Shifai asking for the ball, Bell. Oh, there's traffic right there, Lin. 2-on-1. Oh, looking for the dish. Too much time. Too calculated with that one, Mislan.
Yeah, Lin, he knows that he got the advantage. 2-on-1, waiting for his teammate. But OJ Mayo was a little bit too further away. Good defense by Lo Shifai deflecting the ball.
On the perimeter there, Bongsha lost the ball. Feed Bell, Tem spots up for the three. Yes, another three. Nicholas Tem.
That is
His confidence is growing from three-point land.
his third three-pointer of the night. All shot up from the three-point line for Nick Tem. 9 points the total.
Lost the ball, Mayo. Can he punish? Good dish. Off the glass, no. Whew. They can't buy a basket at the moment, the Braves.
OJ Mayo, why must I have to do everything on my own?
Well, that's why they call him Mr. NBA Pedigree.
You can see from his body language, he was tired. Trying to get an easy point, easy basket for his teammate.
Look at this, Nicholas Tem. They're saluting him like he's the player of the game. And he's got 6 points at the moment. Michael Johnson and coach Neo Beng Xiang will be watching this and breaking this down. They're such a good team, the Slingers, with Marcus Elliott, Anthony McLean, and Xavier.
Oh, offensive foul.
Wow.
You can see the instant replay of that. Nick Tam hurt him a little bit. Oh, the moving screen there.
Well, Coach Jamie Pillman always tells me he wants to make a contribution to Malaysian basketball and develop point guards. It's very hard to fill that point guard position. Right there, number 12 on court for the Dragons, Johnny Wong. Oshifai. All locals for Malaysia. Trying to go for the shot, Tim. Trying to crash that board. Here's Lin. Oh, it's sloppy out there. Who wants the ball? They're looking extremely fatigued here, the Fubon Braves. Roger Shu looks on and he is not a happy camper for the runner right there. Well done, Lin. John, nice guy, needs more confidence about him. Nick Tem growing in confidence. Lo Shifai, the veteran, he's been there, he's an ABL champion. Played in 2 ABL finals. Good dish, way long. Tap by Shifai. The Dragons just taking their time. They have got this game. I do agree with you now. Benchit Mislan, Tem for another three. Way long.
See the body language.
Shifai spots and fires.
Of a Fubon Brave, like no one doesn't want to be on the floor right now. A couple of times, the KL Dragon able to get offensive rebound. Way long. One offensive rebound for him in the last possession. As Fubon Brave also feeling all local lineup. OJ Mayo no longer in the game.
Yeah, well, they have surrendered, and they're just trying to make the best out of this. Lebechev, he's had a good game, Mr. Lebechev. What do you think, Islan?
Well, Lebechev, defensive presence, he doesn't score much. 10 points is enough, but his defensive presence, he block shot, his challenge shots.
Sam for the three. Tap. Lin, he's doing another 8 points to reach 100. Shot selection is key. There's a bit of time left in this one. Let's go Dragons, says the fans. 10. So Coach Jamie Pillman behind the back. John, swing, way long, in and out. Can't get a bucket right now. Pull up right here, Fubon. Way long, good rebound and good securing the ball right there. Can the Dragons penetrate? They're looking to shoot. Lebechev. Tim lost the ball, another turnover by this mob. Here comes Borway. Doesn't get his way. Way long.
Yeah, both teams couldn't find a bucket. Dragons, they just want to slow the game. They don't want to make any silly turnover.
And Benjamin Sim, the man from Stroa, the Jumbo boy, on court as they call him. Lid, good dish, fake, up, couldn't, gets the ball. Ben Sim can hit a few three-pointers when he's in the mood, when he's got the groove. Moving around, the Dragons trying to cut. Sim. Here goes with a three. And I think the score I don't think the Dragons will score much more with the way they're playing at the moment. Gonna try to cut. In and out, tap, Shifi, get the numbers, go for transition. Way long, they want him to score a basket.
Must be really frustrating to be a Fubon Brave fans right now. We've seen most of the shots in and out, rolling out of the rim. Just not the night for the Fubon Brave.
No, it's not that night. They had a slow start. They didn't quite bring their game. I mean, they look like such a threatening force. They are a threatening force, in my opinion. And the Dragons played well. Started well and kept going and going and going. Hit big shots. Kate Davis, Will Argino, Ami Bell. Simeon Lepuche played a good defensive game. Good pass right there. Lost it again. And the locals will be looking at the last 5 minutes of this and saying, why did we have so many turnovers? Hong Sing, the cut there by Borway. Borway with the rebound. Borway attacks. So Chang Borway. He's a firm believer of being an eagle. As you can see, that there's a tattoo of an eagle there on his body. That was told to me by the players.
Chang Borway hitting his first free throw.
6-2. Make it a 32-point lead for the Dragons. The Dragons won the last shot of this game. Press here by Fubon. Who can get the last shot?
I don't think they're going to shoot it. They're just going to dribble it, let it run.
They're not going to shoot it. That is the end of this game. The Kuala Lumpur Dragons gets the win. 92 points to 60 over the Fubon Braves. A blowout victory for the home team. Not quite the game we expected, but the Dragons really needed to get back to winning ways. And they've got a big 2 games coming up on Friday and Sunday this week against their rivals, the Singapore Slingers.
I still believe that they play better in the Alab games. Here you see the highlight, Kate Davis with 19 points for the game. Didn't play at all in the fourth quarter. OJ Mayo not feeling that much, not scoring that much. Only 14 points for OJ Mayo. The transition offense, the set play offensive deep for the Dragons are clicking. And here, Will Arthur, this is the replay of the same play. Man of the match, Miguel is actually with a triple-double, 14 points, 12 rebounds and 10 assists. And this is a highlight for Cheng Wah.
Martino always there to pick it up and clean it up. That's what he does. He's not just a scorer and a defender. He's just everywhere. Lid, he was a bright spot for the Braves. 11 points, the third highest scorer in the Fubon Braves team. Maxi Esho with 17 points. OJ Mayo with 14. Unfortunately, we couldn't see much of Garcia because he was in foul trouble. 4 fouls and 5 points. But the Dragons shot the ball quite well tonight. Overall, Quek was making baskets. May was making baskets. Bell and Artino always making baskets. But Esho with a throwdown right there.
Yeah, Esho also struggling despite the highlight. Only 17 points for Maxi Esho. Not feeling from the outside. Lepichev just now top rebounder for the game with 14 rebounds for Simeon Lepichev. And then another transition offense and easy points. Nick Tam, second three-pointer of the night for Nick Tam. Such a promising locals for the KL Dragons. Joseph Lim trying to get the points for the Fubon Braves.
So let's have a look at the numbers of this game, Mislan. And a lot of turnovers, yes, 17 turnovers by the Dragons, mainly by their locals in the last 5 minutes. But they shot the ball quite well and attacked the tin to get the production.
Yeah, the rebounding game, 72 to 32. That's huge for the Dragons as they outscored 32 points, 92 to 16.
Well, that's the numbers right there. But now let's go over to our courtside reporter, Jun Yong, who's with the player of the game, Ame Bell, and also the coach, Jamie Pillman. Over to you, Jun.
Thank you very much, Ben and Mislan. So as it turns out, KL Dragons take that one 92 to 60 over Fubon Braves, and alongside me, the man instrumental for that victory, Amir Bell. Your first triple-double of the season. What was the key to your success tonight?
I mean, my teammates made a lot of shots. Coach wanted us to push the tempo of this game, and I think we got out and ran, able to get in transition, get easy buckets today.
It was a stark contrast from the last game. What was the key to frustrating the defenses for your opponents this time around?
We had a good 2 days of practice. Coach really had us prepared for the game plan. We all executed really well, and I think it was just a complete team effort defensively.
Absolutely. The next 2 games against the same opponents, Singapore Slingers. How do you find the extra gear to go into that one?
Yeah, it's going to be tough games, you know, back to Friday, Sunday, but just got to come ready to play every night and bring the same energy that we did today.
Thank you, Amir Bell, player of the game. Well done here. Let's now speak to the winning coach, Jamie Perlman. Big result and big margin as well. After the second half, you know, leading from the get-go, did that take the pressure off the team a little bit?
Yeah, look, when you have a lead, obviously that takes some pressure off, but you can't get complacent. You know, their teams are too good in this league. They've got too many great scorers in this league. Like, you know, they made a run, they changed up their defense, and they pressed up the floor and went to zone, and they stifled us there for probably 4 or 5 minutes. So it took us time to adjust to that, but you know, once we adjusted, yeah, we were able to, you know, re-establish that margin. So that was positive.
It was a very free-flowing game from your side compared to last time where both teams traded defensive stops more than finding the bucket. What was the key difference this time around?
Yeah, look, we've really focused on our pace, our tempo, our offensively. I thought we just played too slow in that Saigon game. You know, we just didn't bring the energy and the effort needed for that game. Look, the shots didn't go in that game, but again, I think we just raised our tempo this game. Ran the floor harder both directions, and it paid dividends for us.
This is your last in a series of home games before traveling to Singapore this Friday. What's the importance of making MABA Stadium a fortress for KL Dragons?
Oh, it's crucial. Like, we want this place to be packed. We want the fans to come back. We want them to be excited about what we're doing this season. So, you know, to put on a performance like that after our disappointing one last week, hopefully that brings the confidence, gives the fans confidence about what we can do this year.
Looking forward to the next 2 games, and congratulations once again, Coach. Thank you very much, Jamie. So as it turns out, KL Dragons beat Taipei Fubon Braves 92 to 60. Next, they travel to Singapore this Friday to meet Singapore Slingers. My name is Jun Yong. It's been such a pleasure bringing to you ASEAN Basketball League. I'll see you next time.
Formosa Vampire.
Only 7 remaining. He makes his move. Young forces it up and in!
CC hasn't made a shot before that.
Pretty good so far here in the first half.
Lai, oh everyone for the Black Bears finding the bottom of the